If you've come to a meeting and there are situations that it ends where, you should have told me so that we don't have to do this. I feel bad about this. It's not a very productive meeting. And I think it happens because things don't happen according to plan or what we expect them to be. So there's an expectation like a business requirement that was not met or something like that. At the end of the day, each activity, each project will result to met or not met. And as the person who is driving project, you should be the person to say what will happen next. That should come from the stakeholders or the customer or the strategy to decide what will happen next. Don't let your meetings end in I feel bad about this or I feel offended. These are low value types of meeting that you should try to avoid to make your life better. If you are with leaders that end conversations like this, it is better to take initiative and be the one to drive. I know this is risk that we discussed that might happen. It's there now. Now, what is the action? If there's an existing issue, right, and it was not resolved the first time it was raised, then you should take the action to propose a solution. Have the stakeholder decide based on that, and if they're not comfortable, gather enough data for them if they're looking for data to make a decision, or give them more information that they're required to make that decision to make the next step. Business is like war. That's why I like war in RTS games, because at the end of the day, one of your units will die, and you will need to make a trade-off for anything. And you are actually trading off the time of your employees and trying to make sure that the value they get from the time they're sacrificing is a lot more for the business and for themselves, so that you'd have the budget to give them the raises. Don't let things stop. Each meeting should have an action item, and those actions could be, taking action on those risks or issues. But make sure it doesn't stop. I hope that's helpful.